Hello, gorgeous souls. It's Dina again, and welcome to another wonderful episode. And today's episode is very dear to me because I felt like this is me, like I would say 4 to 5 years ago. What I was experiencing, what I was feeling at that time 4 to 5 years ago. And this is pre-era period of when I was not even a spiritual mentor or a healer or an intuitive. I was just a normal person. Of course, I had gifts, but I didn't even know that I had those wonderful gifts. So, today's episode, I wanted to talk about how my soul was really urging me to do the work I wanted to do by making me super bored. Now, I know a lot of you might feel like, well, what does that have to do with you really tuning into your gifts? It has a lot to do with how you tune into your gifts because your soul is giving you guidance through the boredom that you're experiencing in your day-to-day life. So although I was getting up on time, taking care of my children, working, studying, doing all the wonderful things that I thought I was supposed to do, I was super bored, meaning there was no energy or charge to my soul. There was no drive, there was no motivation. And I know a lot of you feel that what else is there to life? Like, what else am I supposed to be doing? And the one feeling that you'll have that kind of guides you is boredom. Because really, boredom is not a bad feeling. It's really a guidance coming from your soul that you're really playing small. You need to be doing something big. You need to be coming outside of your box or stepping outside of your comfort zone and really experiencing the different things that you're here to experience. And one way my soul nudged me gently, I would say, into that realization, into more clarity, is by making me super bored. Because when I was bored, that's when I realized that life is not supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to be doing other things that bring me joy every single day. And then I started going on this wonderful journey of really taking action on what inspired me the most. And at that time, what inspired me was meditation, yoga, energy healing. So I followed that. But hadn't I not really tuned into that feeling of being bored and boredom, I wouldn't have had clarity around what it is that I really wanted to do in my life. Because in order to get out of that boredom, I really needed to nourish my soul so that I could experience more heightened levels of life, of love, of joy, of curiosity, of creativity that I guess subliminally I had suppressed it. I didn't even know I had those gifts. I didn't even know that I was capable of so much more and bringing in so much more joy and abundance into my life just by tuning in to what it is that I'm really here to do. So one thing I really did to get more clarity around the boredom is by journaling. So I would suggest that you want to take a piece of paper, a pen, and really sit in a quiet spot if you're really experiencing the feelings I just mentioned, especially boredom. You want to journal what it is that you need to be doing in order to come out of that, because behind that wall of boredom is really a greener grass, is that beautiful life of fulfillment, of joy, of creativity, of passion, of love, excitement, abundance, whatever you can visualize is behind that huge wall of boredom, because boredom is really telling you something. So this is an exact journal entry that I had done when I was trying to find out, why am I super bored even though I'm doing everything that I'm, quote, technically supposed to be doing, right? So this is my journal entry. I start by writing, Dina, this is super boring. I'm so bored. I don't even know why I'm bored. Well, I know why I'm bored. I am really playing small. I am really staying stuck. I'm avoiding something that I really need to do. I'm avoiding something that is bigger, brighter, more beautiful, more abundant than anything else that my soul has ever visualized or explained or experienced. And another thing I wrote was that You really need to step outside your box, Dina. You need to find out what's going to bring you more joy, because this boredom is telling you something, and I know what it's telling you. It's telling you that you need to be doing something more beautiful. I just know it's the word beautiful. I couldn't even think of any other word at that time. I just wrote in my journal beautiful. And now I know what that word beautiful meant. It meant really shining my light and doing the work I needed to do. And then at the end, I say, well, I've realized that in this moment that boring is really telling me something. But at this time, I don't really know what it's telling me. All I know is that I am so bored. I am so bored. I kept writing that word like so many times in my journal. And the other word that came is playing small. So I know boredom was kind of related to me playing small. So then I focused on my fears. So the next journal entry that I focused on was, right, okay, I'm bored, but what would I be doing in my life right now if I was not afraid? So then I say ... what would I be doing? And then I wrote down a bunch of things I would be rather be doing at that time versus being bored and journaling about being bored, right? That's super boring to journal about being bored, like hello. But it really helped me get clarity on what it is that I really wanted to do. And then I ended my journal entry by saying that I am saying a big hell yes to my soul, because I know I am ready to come out of this boredom. I'm ready to come out of this dreadful feeling that this is all life is about, and I really want to step into that bigger picture, that bigger vision. I don't know what it is right now, and I wrote in quotations, I don't even know what it is, but I know there's something behind this feeling of boredom. And then I put down, thank you so much, Dina, for giving me this insight, because at that time I really wasn't connected to the universe or angels or anything like that. So I was literally talking to myself in my journal. And so like you can see, this was an example of my journal article about 4 to 5 years ago. And so you can really start writing your journal article. If you're really experiencing boredom, start writing a journal article, because it'll take you deeper down into what it is that you need to be doing, what is keeping you stuck, what is the next big thing you should be going for, what interests you, what drives you, what motivates you. Maybe you might not find the answer right away while you're journaling, but trust me, I found the answer shortly after. The process is super important. The process of starting to journal is super important here. So I hope today's episode was helpful, because it was super helpful for me about 5 years ago. This was one thing that really helped me step into the leader, the mentor, the healer that I am today, and really embrace all my gifts like 101%, and really have the confidence and the courage to really take a leap of faith and do the work that I'm doing right now, that is bringing me so much joy and satisfaction and clarity and inspiration and abundance, right? So I hope this was helpful, and if it was, leave me your beautiful comments on Instagram. My handle is @Dina_Vesram, or you can even leave me a message on Facebook Messenger. Those are the two social media sites that I check all the time, Instagram and Facebook, so you can connect with me over there. So I hope this was a helpful episode. I'm so excited to listen and hear and read your wonderful comments. So please leave me something if you feel passionate about what I spoke, and if it resonates with you, and if you're super bored, send me a message, because there's clarity around that big, huge wall of boredom. There's more abundance and everything else behind that huge wall of boredom. So much love and light. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.